Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa and this is The Girl Meets Yarn episode 19. Welcome back. Today is April 4th, 2019. Let me check. I have an hour to talk really fast about my maids in the last 3 weeks. I'm on a time nutrition. Let's not talk about that because I am on a diet and I'm always hungry. Anyway, so I'll talk about that later. Anyway, so today is a super sunny Washington day. Today was supposed to be super cloudy. We went out on a walk and we almost died. Even Gringo was like, let's go back. Like, dude, like, I don't want to walk here. It was supposed to be 54. I put my coat on and it was feel like 65. So I was dying with the sun hitting you hard. So it's beautiful. The street that I live in, the entire sidewalk up down is they have this trees planted. I don't know the names of them, but they bloom in yellow and I love yellow. So if you hear me that I'm a little bit weird today, if you can tell I love yellow, I do. It's because allergies are killing me right now and I'm trying my best to you know, just stay sane. So where I've been up to, so I had my kids here for spring break. My son came out 2 weeks ago and stayed for a week, and then my daughter had 10 days. She finished her quarter and she started her quarter this Monday, so I had her for a little bit more, like 10 days. So that was exciting and fun to have my kids here, but as always, you know, all the makes stop and it's all about cooking and then going out and spending that time with them. And whatever time I have by myself, I just wanted to be like alone and, you know, like just silent. And I love my time of silence. And I think it's one of the things that I do for like personal, what is it called? They call it things to just for self care kind of thing. So I really take care of or appreciate whenever I'm alone. So last week I didn't have a lot to talk to, and also my little dog Mimi had a procedure. They went to clean her teeth and extract some pieces, and they extract 16 pieces from her mouth. She doesn't have any like front up or down, and then she had like some teeth. She still have a bunch of teeth in there, but yeah, that was a little nerve-wracking. If you don't know, she's 6 pounds. She's a tiny Chihuahua, and I was all over the place, so I couldn't record at all. So today I'm wearing my Sipila. This is designed by Caitlin Hunter. I'm going to get up to show you, and I am excited that we're back into warm weather so I can use it. It's one of my favorite makes from last year. I don't use it often because of course it's short sleeve, so now that it's spring I may use it more often. And I am wearing with my nice earrings from Guadalajara. They are from Mexico. If you have never been to Mexico City, you should. And I have never been to Guadalajara. This is a friend of mine got it for me, but you should, because Mexico City is grand. So if Guadalajara is the same way, I cannot wait to go. I'm not kidding. I need to go fast because they sell stuff like this. I think these are called aretes de filigrana. If I'm not mistaken. So, you know, I love yellow. Anyway, so let's get started. Right now I'm going to start with the whips, the works in progress, because this is like the third time I record this because I always forget something. Anyway, so not too much to talk about today. I have not done nothing pretty much. And this one was in a little purgatory for a little bit because I lost the short. So last time I talked about it, I talked about that I was going to do my own short, and I did, and I lost it. So this is the bouquet pullover by Junko Okamoto. It's a paid pattern by her. She does do other patterns on the rug. They're great. You should try them. And this one I am using Shelter, Broken Tweed Shelter in the color New Spring and Hayloft. And I cannot tell you how I'm in love with this combination. If you can see, it looks really, really, really nice. So I'm super glad and excited. And yeah, it's the second time using Broken Tweed, and I am a believer. It's really thin, not thin, like delicate. And I know we were talking about, I don't know, Anna mentioned it, that the yarn broke on her. You have to be very careful not to be too tight with it, but whenever you wash it, it kind of like solidifies. Amazing yarn. Everybody knows that. They're great for a reason. But not a lot of change from last week, and I don't know, I think I was like maybe in the same place that I am now. I have no idea, but I have not touched it for a while. So I talked about last time the conundrum, or is that a word? The problematic with the wood and the steel needles, and I do have even like a little blog with me just going through it. If you are into blogs like I am, I love blogs. I don't know why people don't like blogs, and I think knitters should do more blogs and lay in the light. We need to watch that. So let's talk about this. Not too much to say. I did make the short again, thank God. And it did, you know, it was not too much to, this is not my waist. I have not adjusted. I don't want to even adjust this bust form, because whenever I adjust it, it's gonna be like this big, and I don't want to do that. Anyway, so so right now I am pretty much on the middle of my chest. I think, hold on, I'm gonna tell you right away. I have 25 more rows to go before I separate to the sleeves. So I bet it's gonna be right here whenever I separate this for the sleeves. So I think we're doing great. I was a little concerned that it was too high on my neck, but right now I think it's gonna be a little bit smaller than the measurements. And you guys know that it's a one size fits all. I didn't do this on purpose. I think it's just me, the yarn is not working. But right now it looks really nice. Anyway, I met with Anna yesterday, and she told me something that I didn't explain to you guys last time I think. If not, I will repeat myself. She makes you do some short rows. Junko Okamoto is such a good designer that when she makes you do short rows, and this is the back of the sweater, she makes you do some short rows, and you go up to here, pretty much up to here, and then you do some short rows, and then you go back to the other side. She does it in a way that you're like, what is going on? So you have some short rows here just to bring the design down into kind of like the top of your shoulders, like right on the middle, instead of like on she did this on, I cannot explain it right, of course. But if we take the design will start like right where the top of your shoulders are. And it just looks more, I don't know, it looks more kind of like sophisticated to have the design instead of being up high, just to have it kind of like, just if you're gonna have a blanket of flowers, you will put it like not on your shoulders but around your shoulders, so it starts like around your shoulders. That makes sense? Anyway, so one of the things that why I love Junko Okamoto so much is she's not great with design, she is great with technique. So there's not a lot of that you can have both. So gray short rows on the sides, and then you have some short rows on the top, on the back. as well. And then, you know, this is the front. It kind of like start, you know, high. It doesn't look that way because of course you have the short rows, but I think it's just what I'm like. It's just one of those things that, you know, it's nice to remember what she's great for. Anyway, so that is my whip, and I had another whip for you guys, but I had to take it, like I had to unravel it. It was bad. If you follow me on Instagram, I didn't say my handle, of course. You can follow me on Instagram at mablue_123 or Ravelry at Miralisa Lugo, and we have a Ravelry group that I tried to figure out because I've never been on groups like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all the show notes there and all that. Show notes, it's not show, but anyway. But the other day, I'm trying to be very conscious about my buys. And I have bitch and complain a lot here in how I'm going to be very mindful and whatever. And you know, I see something and it's just like squirrel, I forget what I said. And it's part of who I am. I don't want to change it. Don't try to change it. Don't make me accountable for whatever. But Skane Cocaine, and I talked about her the other day, and I talked about this particular kind of dye a lot last time. We're gonna talk about that later. But she posted this on her Instagram page, and this is the Delish DK 100% superwash merino 4-ply, and it's in the color denim, if I have not said that. So I immediately went like a lunatic to her Instagram, onto her website. Ooh, sorry guys, I have this huge bump. I don't know if you can see it. So this is the bridge of my nose, and then there's this bridge on, like this huge sit on my nose, and there's no, I just like bump it just hurts so much, so big. Okay, so my 43-year-old body, believe she's 13. Right, and I'm getting a little bit of more like booby area, so thank God I didn't have to go get a boob job because I am filling it up. But also my face is always breaking out, and this time broke here, and I don't have like a nose bridge anymore. Anyway, I probably got bad, but it just hurts so much. I put like 3 layers of concealer and you can still see it now. Anyway, so that's why I look weird. Anyway, so she posts this on her Instagram. I went to her website and I was losing it. And I bought 4 of them. So these are there's the hanks, and here is it already cake up. I started, what's going on? Okay. I started my White Horse by Kathleen Hunter yesterday, and I noticed that it was too small, so I'm gonna insert a video, a little picture here of but it was so tiny. It was 18 inches around, and my head is 22, so there's no way. And I'm telling you, 18 like stretched to the max. So I did a provisional cast on that Anna told me to do, and I did it on a 1x1 instead of a 2x1. So I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to do it. So I'm just gonna go ahead, instead of using the ribbon needles, I'm gonna use the regular needles. Okay, let's talk about finished objects. I have to think about that. So this is my only finished object of the week, is the Felix pullover by Amy Christophers from Savory Knitting Instagram handle, I think it is, and I don't know, Ravelry. I will put it down here. Anyway, so I saw this pullover and I was just totally in love, and I went ahead and did it. So let me get the yarn. So I bought this yarn, and I have to talk about it so long. This is a Heirloom Fancy Tiger Craft worsted in the color Butternut. Is kind of like a blush champagne color. Is amazing. Why is not, there we go. It's beautiful and amazing, and I love it. 2 pieces, and I have to say, why I'm so dark. There you go. And I have to say, whenever I got this, I was just like, ah. So I bought this for the Koiwa by Caitlin Hunter, and I couldn't get gauge with nothing, and I looked into Ravelry, which I should have done that first, and this is an Aran weight yarn, so for me it didn't work. But then I saw this, and this is in Aran, so I swatched for it and I got gauge, and I decided just to go for it and do it because it said that it was going to be a speedy knit, and it truly was a speedy knit. I did this in no time. You use a US size 10, or it suggests a US size 10 needle, and that's exactly what I use. You needed 3 bowls and a half, and I used 3, and then I use 9 grams of this just to finish, of course, the fucking sleeve, because it always happened to me. Like I'm always like switching to the cuff. But anyway, so sorry. Anyway, sorry mom. Not that I'm talking to her, but my mom decided that she was not gonna go to the doctor, so I'm not talking to her until she goes. Anyway, so very pretty design, very straightforward. I love the fact that it's a crew neck, very relaxed, cropped kind of thing, but it has this twist of the eyelet on the front shoulder and on the back, so it's in both sides. So you have, not that you can see, but ooh, there you go. So you have it on both sides, so you have that kind of cute little detail, kind of like lacy detail on it. So I thought it was beautiful, and yeah, I love it. I am so in love. So I would say that I made it in 3 weeks, but of course I took like a long break from it. I was not knitting when my kids were here, so yes, so I finished it really fast. Even the sleeves, I made it in a couple hours. It was just so I think I finished it really fast, and then I was trying to get the circular. I use a 12-inch circular for my sleeves. It made me go so fast. I think the 9s are so small, but the 12s are great, and I couldn't find them. And I think Jacqueline Sellam said the same thing. She was using a US size 10 sleeves because I don't like to magic loop my sleeves, but I did it, and it went quite fast. And I don't have any jogging or anything that people complain on. I don't get it. Anyway, so I love it. It's really warm, but also it's a little bit airy. Whenever I wash the fabric, let me get it out so you can see. So it lost a little bit of that roughness, and it became a more drapey fabric than I thought it was going to be. So it's amazing. It's so pretty. Yeah. So it's going to be part of my new capsule wardrobe. If you have not seen that, I posted a video, I will have to say, it was a couple of days ago. I think it was on Tuesday, about a wardrobe experiment that I did, and I'm gonna take you guys along with it. Alone. And I'm using this book for reference. I wanted to do that and put it on camera. I think I did say that I was going to do it a year ago, and I never did. So this time I was just like, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna finish it up for you. So right now I am doing a lot of soul searching, and I'm gonna talk about that later because I don't want to spoil anything. It's gonna be fun. But for sure, this sweater is going to blend very well in my wardrobe. I noticed that I need less of this and more of one-on-one, or just seriously solid color. Anyway, so yes, so I was going to talk about this beautiful skein that Skein can send for one of you, and I'm going to do a giveaway, but of course I want to hold it for my 1,000 subscribers. I hope that happens soon, but you know, with me it will be probably one more year to get 100 more subscribers. If you have not liked or subscribed this channel, please do so we can go ahead and give this away. This is gorgeous, and she has a very awesome designer making something amazing with this yarn, so I cannot wait to see what I'm gonna make, because you know, it's not about if I like it or not. I know I'm gonna like it. Anyway, if whatever design they're making with this yarn. But here it is. This is what I was talking last time about paying for work. And you know, this I think is amazing, and this took a lot of thought, you know, to make it. This is seriously, you can see the splashes of color all over. So this is seriously, this is abstract art. Like, I'm not kidding. This is gorgeous. Anyway, so of course I'm gonna make something to match this. It's gonna be freaking epic if I can bring to life the idea that I have in my mind for a project bag. You guys are gonna be in for a roll. It's gonna be amazing. Anyway, so that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you guys in a week with my video on my, on my knitwear. It's gonna be brutal, and you know, I don't think that I'm gonna make everybody happy. But you know, guys, keeping it real. That's all I can give to you guys, keeping it real. Anyway, so I'll see you guys in 2 weeks, and I hope you have a fantastic spring, and happy knitting.